moment, for instance, she was loudly and swearily complaining that her nemesis, Ninian Chambers, had secured a Christmas art exhibition in London, and that it just wasn't fair, actually. I zoned out. I heard endless rants about this particular man. Edie was an artist, and had been quite successful, until she'd lost her gran, who had basically brought her up. She'd sort of retreated to her gran's cottage in Padcock, and lost her way a little. Currently, she worked part-time for me, although she would tell you it was with me, in the village craft shop/tea room, and provided a lot of stuff for the tourists, postcards and paintings of the village, that kind of thing. But I knew for a fact she kept one eye on London and another on Ninian Chambers. She also had a freelance graphic design business that was doing quite well. It was this that I was pondering as I stroked my tummy. If she's got one eye on London and one on Ninian, how many eyes does Edie actually have? Because she definitely also has one eye on the bottle of wine which is rapidly emptying in front of us. It was at that point that the sheep burst through the door. At least the thundering of ovine hooves shut Edie up. As for me, I simply looked up, serene in my pregnancy, and saw the mass of wool and legs and very stupid faces tumble in. Sheep always do look a bit daft. "Sheep look daft, don't they?" I commented as Edie screeched and jumped out of her seat. She kind of bounded behind me. She's a Londoner at heart, bless her, and trembled, huddling very close to the Christmas tree. "Oh my God, what are they?" "Sheep. I know that. I mean, what are they? And why are they here? What purpose do they have in Padcock?" "I think they're extras for the filming." "Are they even sheep in A Christmas Carol?" I shrugged. I didn't know. I just knew we'd finished filming for the day, and I'd come straight here. I hadn't seen any sheep in the scenes I'd done, though. Admittedly, I was basically just wandering around the street behind the main cast and stealing fruit from the Christmas market stalls, as other people shook their fists at me in a blizzard of fake snow. Even though some of the real stuff had been forecast, it hadn't decided to float down from the heavens just yet. Veronica, to be fair, had done a jolly good fist shake. It was almost as if she meant it. Looming out at me from behind her plywood barrel, I made a mental note to make as many cupcakes as I could muster for her summer fare, so I didn't have to endure a real fist shake from her. "Potentially there are sheep," I said thoughtfully, gazing upon the seething tumult of woolly animals. "There's a market scene. Scrooge may be bellowing at sheep to get out of the way, shepherds being poor people and all that." I pulled a face. "But there are sheep in the spatchcock." By now the place was in an uproar, and people were yelling about sheep and wild animals. I distinctly heard Veronica say something like, "Keep it off my drink! Keep it away!" And I shifted position slightly, wondering if I should get up and herd them out. We used to have a border collie when I was a child, and I like to think it taught me a thing or two. In fact, for 3 years I genuinely thought I was a border collie. I remember the dog was also very good at herding me and my brother to wherever we had to be at any particular time. Then there was a shout from behind the bar. "Oh, hell's bells! What are those things doing in my pub?" Sam, the owner of the spatchcock, and also the most divine barman ever, had just come through from the snug and was standing behind the bar, his eyes wide and disbelieving. There was a crash as he slammed the tray he'd been carrying down, then actually leapt over the countertop and ran towards the flock. "Lovely Sam," muttered a frenzied Edie. "Lovely Sam will save us." Lovely Sam, it was his very apt nickname, plunged into the wool.